Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we've been decoding Soft&Dri, and we had got down to the point that we had uh, listed Zhu Yi, computer engineering and professor of physics at University of Virginia, as our potential quantum network user. And I said I wasn't going to use binary code anymore for the purposes of running against those, and I'm not. But we're still doing the binary code, all right? Now, I'm pretty sure that we accidentally bumbled onto a layer of code in our simple zeros and ones, so we're going to keep running them. And spoiler alert, I tried the regular actual binary code, and I'll have to get to that in a separate video because that got running a lot of windows open. So we're going to get through this our binary code, the one we stumbled on, the layer that we think is just the simplest zeros, A0 and B1, and then all the way through the alphabet that way. And in this case, your YI from Soft&Dri, DRY to DRI, which if you cross off the D and the R brings you Y and I in order that we've already decoded. You get 0, 0. And this is the chart we use to obtain that. It's just our chart. So I wasn't really expecting to get much. I was working with 0, 0, right? Nothing significant. And 0, 0 against finance ends up being IMF working paper, stock returns, and output. Let's just take a look here. Stock returns and output, growth in emerging and advanced economies. And there's a whole paper on this. All right. So that's your finance hit. Then 0, 0 in your genetics hit. Gets you several things. The highlight to me was IUFRO 2.04.00 genetics, physiology and genetics. The genetics research group includes a very broad range of genetic disciplines and scales of investigation. So, and then DGCI, genetics and genomics, you get a couple of those hits. Then you start running into some times, guys, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock for genetic conferences and stuff, which could be valid or could be important, but I was kind of blowing those off and just running to what the code ran through in some sort of a code like this, 2.04.00, stuff like that. But I'll provide the search and you guys can check it out. And then luckily for us, this goes forwards and backwards the same because it's 0, 0. So then we hit the chemical search, and we end up with Kenya Gazette 004000 chemical analysis of ferrous metals. And then you got proceedings of the American Chemical Society, which was interesting to me. Chemical engineering catalog. You've also got events, School of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering, and that's times once again, which, interesting as it is, I've kind of let times go as for myself. I don't know, what do you guys think? You think a time might be important? Development of document of the proposed effluent limitations. That involves chemicals, chemical safety sheets, working safely with hazardous chemicals, and that's right in a code here. And yeah, and I'll just provide the search. That was actually on page 2, guys. You had a lot of times on the first page, I think. And then when you hit technology, the highlight to me was the dangers of technological process. It's a paper on there, the issues. How will technology impact us? It's got several things here but this was the highlight to me. There's a whole paper on this. It involves the military down below. So that was interesting to me. And then when you hit 00 for research groups, the only thing you really get that comes up in any sort of a code that doesn't deal with a time is PEW Research Center, and they research religion and public life. So at first I wondered what that would have to do with much. We haven't got a whole lot of anything religious come up. I think we had minor character in Genesis in the beginning of our searches, but that was about all there was. And then it dawned on me, and I don't know if it made the videos or not, but I was looking at a lot of, I think it did some of it. In this search, I believe, behavioral genetic research, behavioral research. So they were researching behavioral stuff. And this religion and public life research that's basically deals with behavior, right? Behavioral science. Uh, certain people in certain religions behave a certain way. It even breaks it down to people who attend religious services, percentages even, and I'm not sure about numbers. Pray daily, numbers and statistics on that. So participate in church groups. So that's basically behavioral science right here. Believe in God as described in the Bible. Believe the Bible is the Word of God, and they have percentages on all this stuff. Believe in hell, believe in heaven, believe in so yeah, they study. Oh, trees are believe there is spiritual energy located in physical things such as mountains, trees, or crystals. Crystal lined antennas, guys. I don't know about spiritual powers, but there are definitely properties in crystal that make it unique, that make it usable. Crystal-lined antennas to project psychic thoughts, right? The Montauk Project, we talked about that previously. So, crystal, yeah, there you go. They're not literally studying crystal, they're studying people who believe there's power in crystal. Well, of course, the crystal definitely holds unique powers if you consider energy store. You can store data in crystal. You can project things with crystal, apparently. So several uses for crystal. And then last but not least, 00 just randomly ends up with architecture 00. Architecture 00 is a practice with a track record of delivering a broad range of activities relating to the shaping of our built environment, founded in 2005. And there's also Project 00. And that's architecture and strategic design. So then you got military time chart and entrenching machines, combat, high speed, speed mounted ladder type. That's in a book. So yeah, there's several things here. I'll provide the search, and that gets you going in our binary code that we stumbled onto, and we think it's a layer of code, and people can take that or leave that. And we're taking it because we found a lot of good information in it, and we think it's a layer of code within this, and we think there's layers of code that we're not hitting. If we use 9s and 7s, if we use 3s and 5s, if we use, odd numbers. But anyway, that's fine. It was going to be a double number anyway. It was going to be 00, or it was going to be 11, or it was going to be 3355. Either way you look at it, it was going to be a double number. So that's what you got, and I'm going to let this video go at that. Coming up next is going to be the actual binary code that I found online, which, I don't know, it's a little bit more involved, but not much more involved, because you can't. I'll get to that in the next video, so won't even get into it now. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions, guys. And thanks for watching. The actual binary code up next. And then we will move on to something else, and I'm not sure what just yet. So that's going to be it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.